Yes, people, reality-based diet. Like I said earlier, it's been a minute. It's a double drop day today. Part of me wanted to say, like, I don't know if I'm going to be dropping again tomorrow or not, right? Because I don't at the minute. The fact is, during the first, year of forming this channel, because I chose to start this channel during an awakening, it kind of went left, it went right, it went all over the place, the level of self-examination that I was willing to do here, I just don't think it calls for it anymore. The self-examination, right? But one thing I have been called to talk on, and it's a real, like, I won't call it a touchy subject, right? But I'll definitely call it the type of subject where people are going to misconstrue what I'm saying, what I mean, maybe even who I'm talking to, right? Now, the one thing that not the one thing, but the main thing that this has brought to me, right, is understanding that a capacity to love, a capacity to show love, a capacity to feel love. Like genuine love. I'm not just talking between a man and a woman. I'm not even talking on a sexual level. I'm just talking actual compassion, like genuine compassion, not just talk, saying stuff, right? Because, talk is just as useless as thoughts when there's no action behind it, right? And that's neither here nor there. What I'm kind of getting at more than anything else is the one thing I've really had to learn, let's call it that, because it's not the one thing. I've learned many things, but one of the things that I've learned because I've had to is not necessarily differentiating love from lust and care for compassion and all the rest of it. It's none of that. That is discernment. That is something that we all grow into at some point or another. We either embrace it fully or we do not. It's a choice. The whole thing is always a choice, right? Now, the main point that I am making, right? I don't even really want to make it because it's not even like specifically, right? I don't think I owe this to anyone, but Spirit has urged me to be in this energy, right? And it's simply the fact that I don't regret ever loving anyone. I don't regret anything that I gave to a relationship. I don't regret anything that I gave to anyone when I was being genuine, right? There's no need, there's no point, like there is none whatsoever. So yeah, man, like I guess the main thing is, especially as time is moving forwards and it's moving forwards really quickly, the main thing to try to get across is that I hold no malice or ill will towards anyone who has done me wrong. That if you apologize, I accept your apology. Doesn't mean I wanna, but it's me releasing the burden of anybody else's energy, any past energies, any of them, and it goes for everyone, right? That would have considered themselves to have been in my life or close to me or whatever, right? It's all good. There is no, what's the word? No hard feelings. Like me personally, right? I understand where I'm at in life. I understand that it is the product of many decisions that I made myself. All of the good things that are currently, happening in my life due to decisions that I made, as well as any bad. There has to be balance within that, right? And I talk about this letting go of burdens. There's been something actively in the background of my life for a while, right? I never used to know what the hell it was and what the hell the problem was. And then when I found out, it just all got weird and misconstrued and all the rest of it, to the point where it was just like, whatever that is, I don't know. I don't know if I want it, right? Because like once you've been shown, the peace, the tranquility, tranquilo of living a life. And I'm not even going on to say, this is a righteous life and all of that. All of that's fine, right? You can deem me to be whatever you want. But within my own energy, within my own circumference, within my own life, I understand who I am. I'm the hero and the villain. I place all of it at my feet, right? Because maybe I acted kind of impulsively, but not about the people that might think, nah. If you're karmic, you're karmic, and it's that simple, right? But there's probably people that are probably karmic as well. That really ain't got nothing to do with my story, apart from a simple fact that some dude was threatened by my existence as it pertains to some gal that I've never even spoken to. And all that tells me, right? It's just so much going on in other people's lives that I don't want to know. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want no parts of it. It's something weird going on, right? And people look at me like, oh, you're weird. You have got any friends, you're going. I know. Yet, my life is without chaos. My life is without pain, anger, sorrow, all the rest of it. Just because I chose not to accept just low vibrational bullshit, right? And yeah, once upon a time, I was all up in that low vibrational bullshit. Loved it. Same as many people. Like, I was karmic once, right? I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I'm a flawed man. There's so many cracks where I've had to put myself back together again, yeah? But the glue is strong, yeah? And it's filled with, but you can still see the lines. It's called scars, yeah? Emotional, mental, whatever you would call it. Everyone has them. Scars is not damage. Well, it is. It was damaged and it's healed. But what people negate when they're talking about scars is it's tougher. It's tougher now. It's not the same as, it's never going to be the same, but it's tougher, right? So, my whole being has changed in that way as well, I guess. Like, my own strength, my inner strength has never been in question as far as I'm concerned, because I'm the one that's still going, I'm the one that's still grinding, I'm the one that's still standing, I'm the one that's still walking forward. I'm the one that don't pay nobody no mind, apart from myself. And it's like I said before, it's not an arrogance thing. It's more so I cannot control anything outside of myself. People believe they can, right? They can to an extent, right? But what they've found and what they will find, you can't control me. Because I'm just looking at you like, well, why do you want to control me? And the fact that you won't answer the question, that's enough for me to just be like, alright, right? I'm gonna ease up out of it. But, like I'm saying to you, jump the gun a little bit, right? Because at the end of the day, I've never spoken to that person. I've never spoken to them. One time I tried, they did not want to speak to me. I left it there. That was fucking probably years after all the weird shit had been going on. And then the weird shit carried on going after. Right? And I'm just thinking, there's no way that this person just still likes to mention my name. Like, it's not that I got anything against you, right? But anyway, I've never spoken to them. As far as in the 3D goes, right? Any contact that we have had, as far as I'm concerned, right? Because this is the thing about dreams and all the rest of it, right? When people that you do not know start popping up in your dreams, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh my God, this is fate. I'm just like, what do you want? What do you want? And why do you keep wearing disguise? That's just weird, right? But when people you do know pop up in your dreams, it's quite clear that what I know what you want. You want my attention. Tough. I ain't got anything, right? Now, anyway, like I'm saying to you before, like I've been saying, within this whole spiritual awakening thing, like I don't believe that I'm psychic at all, but I do believe that there are people that are 100%. I don't believe that I dream walk, but I know that I'm lucid within my dream. But I don't believe that I dream walk into other people's dreams unless I do. I haven't got a clue. I would not know. As far as I know, that's my dream. And you're here, right? And that could be the same for other people. Or it could never existed anywhere but within my own psyche. And anything to say that I'm crazy, it's a dream. Shit happens in dreams, right? But it's when the stuff from your dreams starts like actually happening that you have to pay attention to them. And you have to pay extra attention to those people. Now, as far as this other person, let's just call him the other person, right? I don't know what the deal is with you and everybody else. I just know exactly, well, there's two things, right? I know where I know you from more recently, and that is through my cousin. But the more I looked at you, I'm like, nah. This person looks exactly like, and it's mad that I even remember this. But you look exactly like someone that I went to school a long time ago, primary school, right? And not even that I went with them, because they were older than me. They weren't in my classes. They weren't none of that. I used to see them around like the other block. But outside of that, I don't know this person, right? And the thought that something that I wasn't aware of, something I wasn't entertaining, something I wasn't indulging in, could really start fucking with my life the way it has. Like, cause I don't even put this on the people that I know been trying to fuck with my life, cause that's patterned off, right? But there's certain types of people that do just play with people. They just play with people, right? And within this situation, I can't be the person they're playing with if I've never spoken to them. I can't be that person. It must be whoever is around them that's catching feels, right? Whoever's around them that views me to be some type of threat. It's an imaginary threat. That's the reality. Regardless if, whenever I used to see this person around, of course I'm looking at her like, wow, she is beautiful, like, bomb buckler, right? It doesn't matter if I'm thinking that. I'm not trying to act on all that shit after time. There's a lot of people I walk around and think, oh, she's 10. And I'm not trying to act on it. That's the reality, right? So yeah, like the thought that I even became a factor in somebody else's relationship, because I've seen it with other people. How I become a factor in other people's relationships is beyond me. It is beyond me. Apart from the simple fact that this girl is trying to fuck with you. She's trying to control you. She's trying to get inside your head. Not mine, because I'm not involved in this. You're just coming and bringing the shit to me. Now, it's not like I'm like I said to you, I'm not perfect. I'm not some type of fucking model archetypal male man. I am a flawed person, right? My story is not one of fucking glamour and glitz. My story is not one of privilege. My story is none of that. It's the opposite, right? I'm cool with how I'm viewed. I don't give a shit, because as long as I'm who I am within self, I'm fine with it, right? But what I really dislike about these type of actions is that it's evidence to me of imbalance within other people's relationships, right? It's control tactics, it's triggering tactics, it's literally karmic behavior, right? And it's not even like I used to call it karmic behavior. I just never used to pay it no mind. Like, when I was actually in a relationship, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm dealing with. I'm having to deal with this person moaning and crying and all this other shit all the time, right? So within that, I got enough on my plate. But for them, so that person just come and start mentioning this gal and that gal and some next gal, and I'm just like, fam, why are you so bothered about these people? Why are you so insecure towards these people? Some of the people you mentioned, I've even never spoken to, haven't spoken to in years, haven't even seen in years. Right? But that's old news. Like I was saying to you, I don't regret ever loving you. I don't regret ever giving myself to you. I don't regret all the years spent with you. There's no point. I can't get them back. So I might as well just be like, cool, that happened. That's the thing. I wish you well. But I wish myself more well. It's that simple. And that goes for everyone and anything. realistically speaking, you kind of need to be that way in life because people will drag you into their bullshit. Sometimes they'll pay you a bit of money, bit of money and influence, bit of opportunity, right? Yeah, right. Just to be up in their bullshit. Me, nah. I don't want anyone in and around my life. Unless, you got your own life going on, first and foremost. I don't really need supervising. I don't need controlling. I don't need an anchor. Right? I am grounded when I want to be, and I'm floating when I'm on floating, right? And I'm on flying when I'm on flying. I'm just on my own time. But it's becoming more and more apparent now that no matter what I do, I cannot get away from certain energies, yeah? I'm not going to talk about anything else after that, right? But this is me saying, if you are with someone that you love them fully. If you are with someone that you do not love, and you know you don't, you got some soul searching to do. You got to talk to yourself. There's nothing to do with me. I'm not going to be the influence that ends a relationship unless it's my own, right? It's a self-esteem issue. Now, I'm also not going to be a willing participant in fantasy. I've been alive long enough to know when a gal is just on some stupidness, right? That's why I keep myself to myself more than anything else, right? 9 times out of 10, dudes are so concerned with gal that they think other men are their enemy or their competition, rather than how they portray themselves, how they act. Now, as it goes for this person that I've never spoken to, you've still never spoken to her, so you are definitely not competing with me for that person. As for my ex, you are definitely not competing with me for my ex. That's yours. Have it. I don't want it. I'm good. There's nothing else really, like I'm saying to anyone else, in terms of family and all the rest of it. People with the door open, there's people that ain't. I don't know. I don't really care. It's one of them ones, man. People do forget the fact that I have been on my own for a long time. For some reason, they thought that everyone around me was my strength, rather than me being the strength of everyone around me. But it doesn't matter. Nothing is ever gonna matter again. All that matters to people is to prove me wrong, whereas I'm not paying them any mind at all. Right? Now, like I was saying to you, I just felt cool to just put that out there. I don't know if it's gonna settle it or make it worse. All I know is y'all are mad. That's just the default setting. The reality is emotion rules the majority of their decisions, their opinions. It does. It's not a whole heap of logic in there. It's it's just madness and outbursts and fucking insecurities. And it don't get better as they get older. It gets worse. That's the maddest thing. It's not even that men are better or any of that, right? It's just so much different. And unfortunately, because I am autistic, because my brain works in such a way, I just don't give a fuck about any of the things that I should apparently. I just can't be fucked. I cannot control it. I can't control the emotions of other people. All I can control is my actions. So this is me just out and out saying, to those that feel aggrieved or grieved by me, right? Say something to me. That's your challenge, right? And we can have the conversation. You may not like what I've got to say, but it'll be the truth. And anyone that feels that I'm trying to steal their gal or try to chat to their gal or any of the rest of it, I'm not. I am not. Reality-based dance. I'm an innocent man.